Hello crafty friends and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little like craft with me video. So I am part of a swap hosted by Mandy over at Mandy's Place for her Facebook group that she does. It's P.A.S.S. Pass, Paper Addicted, Scrapbooking and Shopping. And so it's a 3x3 note card, little card swap. You have to make 6 cards and you have to do 3 sets of 6 cards so that they can be sent out to multiple people. And then I will also receive 3 back. So the cards that I chose to make are sitting right here. I chose to do a fall/Christmas theme. So I did this little card here, and I have the exact same, I had 2 of each design in the card. So it says, hello there, with these cute little pumpkin and leaf stickies. The hello there I did with a stamp, and then I cut the banner. The cards, I just did a piece of cardstock on top of another piece of cardstock, very simple, and then a cute little leaf envelope. My next one says, in the season of giving, I'm thankful for you, with some little leaves stamped on it. Again, very simple. And then my last one is a Christmas card, and it just says Merry Christmas with a little holly berry. And then on the inside, it says, may this season hold for you the hope, wonder, and amazement that you felt as a child. Super cute, and then a cute little envelope that I made with it. And then I'm going to show you how I made all of my cards. So to cut down on time, I cut everything out. I have all of the supplies, everything sitting right here. So I'm hoping that this is not going to be a very long video. We will see how it goes. So we'll do the first card, which is really simple. So for a 3x3 note card, you want a 6x3 inch piece of paper scored at 3 inches, so that when you fold it in half, you have a 3x3 note card. Very simple. And then for my top on this one, I cut a little square out of paper using the Bo Bunny Enchanted Harvest collection. There is a ton of cute paper in here. Like, I mean, it's just, I think it's one of the best fall pads I've come across so far. So super cute. I cut this square down to 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 so that I can get a nice 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch, sorry, all the way around my card. And I actually want this to go this way so that the butterflies are in this top corner. And then I like to take, I have 1 inch double-sided sticky tape that I will stick on the back here. And then I just rip it, keep it simple. If there's a little bit that hangs over, then I fold it. I mean, I don't see the point in things needing to be super duper precise, at least not with double-sided sticky tape, because it's tape. So that one I got a little crooked. Boop. Rip that and close that up. And then I like, because I have acrylic nails, I like to use my weeding tool. And then I just pull my tape off. Like I said, if you got a little bit that hangs over, you fold it up, fold it up, fold it up on the edges. The only downfall upon using just the double-sided sticky tape is then you have to be really careful when you go to lay down your design, because you're not going to get any movement of it. So you have to be really precise, or not care that it's not perfect. Like, this is not perfect, and that's me. I care. It bothers me. And you gotta be really careful, because if you press it down too hard, you're not going to be able to lift it back up. that looks a lot better. All right, so now I will press this down. All right, and then I have to take our stickers here, and I like to take one pumpkin and one leaf of opposite colors, and we're gonna put them right here on the edge. If you'd like, you can definitely hot glue these as well, or use another adhesive, get them like extra stuck on the front, but I feel like they're good just the way that they are. Alright, and then we're going to take this little banner I made. I made this banner using my Simon Says Stamp Tiny Words stamps. This is part of their Stamptember release. It's got a ton of great little phrases on it. Cheer up, you got this, hang in there, happy birthday, you're the best, welcome home, get well soon. The one that I used says hello there up here in this top corner. So great little stamp set for sentiments. And so I just put this on here, see how long I want it, and then flip it over, cut it right along. And then to make my banners, that's not very straight, I just make a small notch in the middle. And then I cut from the corner up to the top of the notch that I made. And bam, you have a nice little banner. Okay, and then we're going to take some mini squares, dots, whatever you'd like to call them. All right, and then I will lay this right there, and boop, we have a cute little fall card. And then the paper that I used for the envelope on this card is this fall paper that I have from, it comes from, what's the pack? It's called a Sweather Weather. I've had it for years, so I'm not sure you could probably find it in stores anymore, but it's really nice, all fall pack. To do the envelope for a 3x3 card, you are going to cut your paper into 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. If you have the envelope punch board like I do, then there is a paper guide and tells you exactly what size paper you need for every size card. So yeah, 3x3 is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and you're going to start out with your first score line being at 2 5/8. So I'll give you a quick example just in case you've never seen one of these before. So here, your first score line, you're going to line up at 2 5/8. We're going to punch it and then use our scoring tool and go right here along this inside corner. You see this line, and we're going to score down. And then we're going to turn it, and you're going to line up this notch that comes out here with the score line that you previously created. So punch, mark, and go all the way around and do the same thing. Punch, mark, punch, mark. All right, and then depending upon whether or not you want rounded corners or not, I'm not doing rounded corners on this one, so I don't really care. You can, let me put that back, then use the top here and put it in, and I'll do one rounded corner just to show you. Boop. And punch, and then you have a rounded corner. So very nice, very simple. And then we're going to fold this up and fold that in and fold that in. And then I like to use my tape. I should have grabbed the skinnier tape, but we'll just cut this one in half. And we're going to go down each side of the card. And then I have my adorable little envelope for my card to slide right in. So very cute, very simple. All right, and so then I will show you the other two cards that I also created. And then here is the paper that I use for the envelopes. For one, I'm just using a piece of vellum that I'm doing into an envelope. And then the other is this red paper that I took from the Snow and Cocoa paper pack by Craft Paper. All right, so we will do my next card, which is in the season of Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for you. This card I made using Simon Says Stamps November release. This comes from their November card kit. The name is Thanks and Leaves. And I use this stamp right here in the season of Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for you, along with this, and this stamp. So I will show you how I did that really fast. All right, so this one's pretty simple, like I was saying. Especially using the Tonic Studios stamped pad by Tim Holtz. I love this thing. Because of this thing, like, I can easily restamp in the same place, get my inks looking fantastic. I don't have to worry about constantly relining things up. So you're going to take your paper, I'm going to stick it down here in the bottom corner where these, so it lines up perfectly, shows that it's 3 by 6, and then I'll take my magnets that are provided with your board and put them on top so that my paper doesn't move. Right, and then we're going to take our stamps, and you're going to lay it down exactly where you want it on your card. So I want mine down just a little bit lower. So right there. Then you're going to close your board, rub it, and make sure it sticks. Right? And then you put your card back because of course it sticks to the paper the very first time. And then I use Ranger's Archival ink. I've used a lot of different black inks, and this one I feel is just the best. I don't have to use a lot of ink. It stamps really nice, as you can see here by example. So I'm throwing things around with the tiny words stamp set that I used. That is really nice ink. So it's my personal recommendation for black inks. It's also waterproof, permanent. You can color over it with alcohol-based markers, which I will do on my next card. The only downfall upon this ink is that it stains your stamps. So if you don't mind having black stamps, then I say use this ink. I highly recommend it. Now I wanted to come off the center of my stamp for some reason. Right, and then like I said, the beauty of this is that I can boop easily restamp it. And everything looks perfect. Except for the S and the K. What is going on with my S and my K? I guess it's NSK right there. And of course you want to act up when I'm trying to make a card for a video. But alright, so we have that. We're going to remove this stamp. And then we're going to take the leaf stamps that I used. And once you have those placed, again, close your board. Stamps. And then for my red and my orange ink, I'm using a Studio G ink. I picked it up, I think probably at Michael's. I like it. Works well enough. I don't have any issues with it. Minus, again, the fact that it stains my stamps. But turns out I'm seeing that probably most... Oops, that's pink. Alright, let's try that again. Red. Alright, boop. And we will close that on there. And then my red looks nice, but my orange needs to be stamped one more time. And boom, we have the "In this season of Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for you" card. Very, very simple, super cute. And then we're going to do the Merry Christmas card. So the Merry Christmas card is just 2 stamps, well, 3 stamps and a die cut. So it is, where's my stamps? It is this, again, from Simon Says Stamps. If you guys can't tell by now, I'm a huge fan of Simon Says Stamp. I have a ton of their products, and I do their monthly card kit. So, the Christmas Essentials, I actually got these dies for free in a box that I bought. Was it a box? Might have been a special they were running, but they were doing something, and I purchased it, and I got the Christmas Essentials dies as a free gift. So then I bought the Christmas Essential stamps, because it was just kind of odd to have the dies but not have the stamps. So I bought the stamps, and that is what I'm using for this card. So this one is, again, super duper duper easy. I will do the inside first. So with this one, both stamp, the whole card is coming from this stamp set. So for the inside, I chose this stamp that says, "May this season hold for you the hope, wonder, and amazement that you felt as a child." And Christmas, that will just, even the holidays, November, December is my absolute favorite time of the year. Growing up, my mom always made a really big deal out of the holidays. She was always the one that hosted everything. So family was always around. We had huge Thanksgiving dinners. We had huge Christmas dinners. Tons of just friends and family. So much fun. And now that I am an adult and I have my own family, well, I have my husband, we're slowly trying to figure out our own traditions and things that we're going to do. Alright, so then once this is done, we're going to flip it over so that we can do the front. Alright, and on the front I used, this big stamp that says Merry Christmas in a really pretty scripty font. So I'll get that one centered exactly how I want it. Close down like that. Ink up your stamp. I don't know what is going on and why. This is why I rub it with my elbow, guys. It looks funny in my videos when I'm doing this, but this is why I rub it with my elbow, because I sometimes feel like I'm using the wrong side of the board. Because if you see down here, let me pull this off. You can actually flip this. See, it says rubber, and then it says clear. And the clear side is lifted a little bit. And I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, if I'm not putting enough ink on it, or if you're just meant to have to stamp things like 3 and 4 times. But I feel like the centers of my stamps, oh no. Oop. Well, you're gonna have a little bit of a shadow on this one. I feel like the centers of my stamps don't stamp properly, and I don't know why. So I messed this one up a little bit, but I'll still show you how I finished it off. Okay, so then my next stamp, move that up and take a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to stamp these cherries on it. And now this I'm just going to use an acrylic block for, because there's no big need in using the stamp set, or what's it, the stamping pad, stamping board, whatever it's called. I just need one simple stamp. Alright, and then pull out my alcohol markers. I am using 2 reds and 2 greens. I use Chromatics. I just started coloring with alcohol-based markers, so until I get a little bit better at it, I'm just not really willing to spend money on the more high brand alcohol markers. I got this whole set. It's what, 32 markers for like $15, maybe $19 at a Tuesday morning. So I thought that was a good deal for me to practice and learn what I'm doing. So I like to take the lighter shade, and I'm going to do that first. I've watched a lot of videos, and everybody kind of does theirs a little differently. For me, it is dependent upon the colors that I'm using. That helps me kind of determine where, which order I'm doing things in. So I realized coloring the other ones that it's better to do the light shade first when doing the red, and then kind of just go in with the darker color, and it'll give you that nice shade that you're looking for. And then I take my blending pen and I kind of rub it in the middle, get a little lightness there, and on the edges where I mixed my color. And then the same with the green. The green I'm going to just kind of go in the center of the leaves with. And I do mine, nothing fancy, nothing amazing here, just and I forgot to color my little ones up here, but first let me take in this and blend. All right, and then we're gonna grab the Cuddle bag. Let me move this. With my plates. And then in here, I'm gonna grab out the correct die, which is, oops, that's my little acorn, which is this one here. And we're gonna place it down. Ooh, that's right. Ooh. And then this particular die set leaves a little white border along the entire picture. So I try to get it lined up as best as possible. But since I know that there's a little white border, I'm not overly picky about it. All right. We'll take that. We're going to fold our card in half. All right, take our holly berry, take a glue dot. I bought these at Michael's. I think these are the greatest things ever invented. Because then when I'm doing something like this, I don't have to do a lot of work. I just take the one glue dot, I stick it on the back, I pull off my plastic, and boop, I have my little holly berry. So simple. It's got enough of a raise that you can tell it's something extra without being like huge. And then we have a cute little Christmas card. It's Merry Christmas on the outside, and may the season hold for you the hope, wonder, and amazement that you felt as a child on the inside. And if you so chose, you could do it on different colored background papers. You could color more. I like the simplicity of these cards. It was the reason that I chose to do it this way. So, you know, to each their own. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching me make my cards, even if I did kind of mess them up a little bit. If you haven't already, please subscribe down below. I also have a little picture over here in the corner that you can just click on and easily subscribe. Hit the little notification bell so that you know when I post videos. And until next time, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.